This is Smerdley. You may wonder why I'm so sleepy and why I'm breathing so heavy. Well, that's because I am fucking stuffed, that's why. It's only 9:17 a.m. and I went out and I ate breakfast in a restaurant. Usually I don't even eat breakfast. But once a month I have a breakfast in a restaurant. And I went to a little restaurant, Mexican place called DOMINGO'S. Of course, everything here is Mexican. I had me the country breakfast, which is 2 eggs over easy, 2 strips of bacon, some nice greasy pan fries, and 2 big fat lard muffins with some white sauce over it, the kind they put on shit on a shingle, you know, chipped beef and toast. SOS, they call it, shit on a shingle. Anyways, I didn't have shit on a shingle, but it's the same kind of gravy. And I put salt on it. I had a cup of coffee and a large water. Okay, and I was sitting there, and I remember I used to eat there sometimes with this lady friend of mine named Vicky. I haven't seen her in about a year and a half. I guess she's getting along with her husband better now. I never played the hanky-panky in a haystack with her, but I was kind of her lady's companion for a while. She was in trouble, well, her daughter was in trouble with the law, and she's Catholic, and it's kind of nice. I'm not Catholic. I was raised up Protestant pretty much, and I've found in the last few years that it's good to befriend a Catholic who's in trouble with the law or has some kind of surgery coming up, because, you know, they can be mighty charitable when it comes to, you know, being nice and giving their time to a lowly Protestant such as myself. Hanging out, talking about whatever I want to talk about, you know, taking me out to lunch and go to a movie or something, you know, because you see, they can do this charity thing that Catholics do a lot of, and they can kind of impress God and get out of trouble or get off a lighter sentence that way, you know. And it does help us Protestants to, you know, forget about the differences and get along with a Catholic every once in a while, you know, even though they are a bunch of Mary worshiping people who pray to statues. And anyways, let's not get into that. That's too controversial. Anyways, I had me a nice big fat breakfast, and my stomach is sticking out a mile now. And while I was sitting there eating, I was looking at the decor and thinking about how nice it would be to be sitting there with Vicky just talking away and having extra coffee. And while I was looking around, I noticed that everybody in the restaurant was kind of on the fat side, you know. I was looking how fat those muffins were and how greasy, you know, my breakfast was, and thinking, well, I don't give a shit if I get a little bit fatter. It cost me, well, the meal itself was like $7.50, and then they added this tax on it. It was 74 cents for coffee. And it came to $10 and something for what, 2 eggs, 1 potato sliced up, you know, a couple strips of bacon, and, you know, a bunch of lard and flour baked up into a bun with some sauce on top of it, a cup of coffee. That's quite a markup, you know. And I left $2 tip because I plan on going back there next month or a month later. You know, I want them to remember me. But for that kind of menu, see these? Little breakfast mints, I don't know. They're kind of like melt away. They're like King Leo. I got 4 of them. And stopped by the waitress's stand, you know, the waitress's cart. I took 4 tea bags take them on home. Oh man, that was a good breakfast. And I got 4 of these little packets of jelly I stole off the table. 2 of them are orange marmalade and 2 of them are grape jelly. And at the cash register, I took a couple of toothpicks. Alright. Now toothpicks are cool, alright. You know what toothpicks are cool for? You can walk around, one hanging out of your mouth and talking. It's real cheap, you know. You talk real cheap. Be real cheap. Hey buddy. I don't want you giving my lady any more shit, you know what I'm talking about, buddy? If you give my fucking old lady any more shit, I'm gonna give you some shit. And you just kind of poke at somebody's face with a toothpick. Usually the end is all wet from being in your mouth. Maybe there's a little blood in it from some abscess you've been digging at, you know, like, and you stick it back in your mouth. You understand me, buddy? Don't give my fucking old lady any shit. I'm gonna fucking give you some shit, buddy. You can be all cheap and shit. Yeah, another way of being cheap is to take some tacks off the bottom of a chair and stick them in the heel of your shoes and walk around just scraping your feet and making a clicking noise and being real rude and obnoxious when you walk. You know, get everybody's notice and, you know, act all dangerous as shit and dress all in black and have a toothpick hanging out of your fucking mouth at the same time. Listen, you. Shut the fuck up. You understand me? You know, it takes guts to go up to somebody with a toothpick in your mouth and tell them to shut the fuck up. It really intimidates people because, you know, that shows that you got balls, you see. Because you're not afraid of them punching you in the mouth and driving that toothpick right through your tongue or through your gum or anything like that. You know? Kind of makes you real vulnerable. I say, you want to fucking make something out of it? Go ahead. Punch me right in the fucking toothpick. You'll see what happens. Anyways, that's enough of my spiel for today. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Smerdley Club, the Smerdley Show. And have a nice day. Oh, and one more thing before you go. You like this thing I'm wearing here? Kind of wrapped up in it. I got this at the Mexican restaurant too. It was kind of hanging on the wall like a wall decoration. And after I paid my bill, there wasn't hardly anybody there. And the waitress looked back at the table and saw that $2 tip. And she went trotting on over there to grab it before some derelict wandered in off the street and took it. And when she was, I took it, I just pulled this thing down off the door and I wadded it up and stuffed it under my jacket and walked out on the street with it. I was sticking out this far with it. No, I'm just kidding. This is mine. I bought and paid for it a couple months ago at the antique market across the street from where Domingo's is, and I was just April fooling you. Even though it's December 1st, not April 1st. But let's not get technicolor about it, okay? Okay, goodbye for the second time.